Hey guys, welcome back to the Anime Collector. Today I want to revisit our tip on shopping online, because when I released the original tip on this subject, I presented a more philosophical idea on how not buying things online produces a more enjoyable experience in terms of collecting, because that thrill of the chase and going around town looking at all the different stores that sell DVDs is part of what really made me enjoy collecting as I was getting into it as a kid. But now that the anime game has changed quite a bit, it's almost impossible to buy anything at a brick and mortar store, so you're sort of forced to go online. So you might be wondering, where are you going to get the best deal? So today, I want to share a little paradox with you guys that I discovered about why it's usually going to be cheaper to buy things on Right Stuf, even when the prices might appear to be a little bit lower over on Amazon. Now, this is actually going to be pretty obvious once you hear what it is, but you just don't normally find yourself in a scenario like the one I'm about to describe where you are able to have this epiphany, you know? So, first of all, contextually, I need to let you guys know that I don't factor shipping into whether or not I'm going to shop at these two places, because I'm an Amazon Prime member, which means that I'm eligible for free shipping on any Prime item. And whenever I buy things on Right Stuf, I always spend more than $50, which makes me eligible for free shipping there as well. So if you find yourself in a different situation where you don't have those perks, you're definitely going to want to calculate shipping into where you're going to get the best deal. So anyway, this all goes back to Anime Expo 2015, where I went to the Sentai Filmworks booth, and they had quite a few items that I was really interested in picking up, but I didn't want to pay the convention prices, so instead I just made a list of all the items that I wanted to buy, and I waited until Right Stuf had a Sentai Filmworks sale. Months later, when they finally did, I was a little bit disappointed to see that the prices weren't that low. Although it was understandable, because the items I was buying weren't that old, so you can't expect them to slash the prices that much. However, I was really surprised that when I checked out Amazon, the prices were either identical to what they were on Right Stuf during the sale, or they were 10 cents to up to $1 cheaper over on Amazon. So what I ended up doing is I opened up a tab for Right Stuf and another tab for Amazon, and I added every item on the list into my cart on both sites. Then I went through alphabetically and I looked at both items in both carts, determined which one was cheaper, and I would remove the more expensive one from the cart from both sites, right? Then I ended up with pretty much half my cart in Amazon and the other half of my cart in Right Stuf. So I went ahead and I was really, satisfied. Like, if it had just been like one item that was 20 cents cheaper on Amazon, I probably would have just bought it on Right Stuf with all the other items in order to, throw an extra 20 cents Right Stuf's way, because it's a company that I want to support. But it was like half the cart, over on Amazon. So I felt like I was probably saving 10 or 15 bucks by buying these items there. So I completed my purchase on Amazon, and then when I went to complete my purchase on Right Stuf, I realized I had made a huge mistake. Because Right Stuf has this unique sort of, characteristic where they're located in Iowa, which means that if you live in the United States and you live outside of the state of Iowa, you don't have to pay sales tax. I'm not sure if it's the same for people buying it from Canada, but at least in the United States, that's a little perk that you get that you do not get from Amazon. So that 10 to 15 bucks I was saving on Amazon was definitely eclipsed by how much I had to spend in the sales tax. Whereas if I had bought everything on Right Stuf, I probably would have ended up saving significantly more in the long run. So that's just something that you don't normally consider when you're buying something that you really should, because Right Stuf has that unique perk that is so unique to them that you just don't usually think about it when you're determining where you're going to get the best deal. Anyway, guys, that's it for this tip. I'm definitely going to be revisiting the shopping online tip in the future, but I really want to get done with the bootleg series first, because it's definitely going to tie in very well with what you're going to want to be looking for when you're buying stuff online. So if you want to see any of the other tips that I put together, you can go ahead and click on one of these icons to be taken to that specific tip, or you can go ahead and click in the YouTube cards, and you'll find a playlist of all the tips in the original order that they were released. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.